Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello and welcome back to more Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'm Liz. I just recorded a quick class overview of the Rowdy Rogue that I'm going to throw up on YouTube. Just because I've been having fun with this class. I mean, this is not what I would normally build, and I don't think it's overpowered. I don't think it's as powerful as other classes, but it is a lot of fun. Alright, so last time we did a bunch of adventuring here in the World Wound. We set out with our army, we cleared out a lot of this side of the river, except a couple of the bigger armies, and we took the fortress that lets us cross the river. And we have a quest to go assist the Hell Knights, which we're probably most likely, if I had to put money on, going to be doing today, just because. But at the moment I'm at Chili Creek. And also, before we enter Chili Creek, I notice we're rested and good to go, and we got a warm meal in us, so we should be awesome on that. I noticed that we have some recruits available. This is new. This little indicator that there's new recruits was not a thing in the interface for a very long time, so that's kind of cool. I've got these shield bearers that I don't care about at home. And we've got actually a decent number of archers and footmen, as well as some very nicely priced clerics. 22 clerics for only 2,000. I will take that all day, every day. Thank you very much. We're gonna hire basically everybody. Now, I'm not gonna be able to hire the clerics into this particular army, though, unfortunately. So, Crusader Army 2. If you could please exit Dresden for a second. And I'm going to hire these clerics real quick. Now these clerics are very expensive. I don't recommend purchasing those. You do have the ability to re-roll mercenaries once. I think this is a week for free, and then it costs a lot of money to do it more than that. But I'm not actually going to re-roll them. I'm going to wait till we rescue the Hell Knights, because Hell Knights can be mercenaries as well. And if I can re-roll some good-priced Hell Knights as well as clerics, then I'm going to go for that. In the meantime, though, let's take Army 3. Let's do some kajiggering of our army here so that we swap these two around. And then we'll take this army, Crusader Army 2. Not 3, 2. And we're going to march it up north. Our goal here is to link up with this other army. 29 movement, I only have 21, so let's just travel as far as we can go. And next turn we can merge those up, no problem. We want to be strengthening our army as much as possible. And I think with that, without any further ado, we should probably go to Chili Creek, right? We fit everything else that we have vision of over here. I'll scout down here, but I think this was just an army. I think it's a dead end. I always find it funny when I look at like the Twitch preview of the stream, right? Just like my status window, how it's always unstable. Like it's always unstable. It's stable for like 2 seconds when the game starts, and then it's unstable after that. Dead direwolves, you say? Ah. So something's going around here. We'll take our time and we'll scout out the entire area, but first, I mean, there's a storyline reason why we're here. Commander, it's so good to see you. It seems you found time to visit our quiet backwater after all. This is the cleric from the Defender's Heart who was not... He's like a brand new cleric, and he was all like, yeah, I bet you need a cleric. I mean, I can't do anything to help you because I can't do anything yet. He's like a priest in this backwater village now, apparently. Like missionary-style priest. I could be mistaken, but it looked like you were frightened by my arrival. Oh no, you startled me, that's all. It's my overactive imagination. I still can't get used to living in such a small village. This town where I grew up was a good deal larger, and it was located near a trade route, so there were always lots of new faces. Plenty of people bustling around. Here, though, it's different. The moment you step outside the village, you are all alone. You can walk for miles in any direction with only the birds and animals for company. This is, of course, the way Erasteel teaches us to live, but truth be told, it makes me feel somewhat uncomfortable. Why were you looking at those trees? See for yourself. And there's these dolls made of grass and seaweed tied with ribbons, colorful ribbons. I keep finding them here in the grove. I think it's some kind of local ritual. I've asked the villagers to tell me what it means, but they won't give me an answer. I just don't understand the reason for all this secrecy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. If you are an outsider to a village and they have weird fricky-dicky druidic rituals and they won't tell you what it's about, I'm sorry to say there's like a 90% chance you about to get Wickermanned. So you probably want a GTFO of any village like that just for the preservation of your life. How do you like living here? I'm getting used to the way of things. Still get occasional sidelong glances from the locals, but it's not surprising. After all, I'm just some stranger who decided to show up without an invitation. But the church warned us about this. Some caution is to be expected at first. I just have to do my best to earn their trust. I heal, I purify the water, I give blessings. Sooner or later, they'll accept me. So you remember that letter we read to the knight? Where his steward sent him the letter about his servant who ran off and all that kind of stuff, and about how their children are dying, and there's witches and demons and stuff in his protected forest, and about how the wells have turned rancid, and about how cows are giving black milk that kills people. Yeah, they could probably have used a cleric who could purify their water. It's so quiet here. I understand. My time in Canobras gave me a small taste of war. I only had to live through it for a few days, but I know the horrors I witnessed will taunt my nightmares for years to come. Damn right. What do the locals think of Erasteel? They're indifferent. Yeah, that makes sense. They have their own belief system here. They worship their own people. They're indifferent towards Erasteel, but they appreciate the cleric who's purifying their water and healing them and all that kind of thing. At the same token, they're probably also planning on Wickermanning you. So GTFO. Show me around the village. So he likes it here. It's nice and peaceful. At least his definition of peaceful. We will scout the area in a little bit more detail. We can see in the tree a piece of gray ribbon hangs from the branch. There's colorful ribbons in all the trees.
I know the way.
What a beast! We've got you now. Watch out for those huge teeth. Don't let him catch you. Don't be afraid, everyone. We fought ones bigger than this. Oh, I wrestle hydras bigger than that every day, baby. Let's go help out.
Let's have some fun.
And then we go into turn-based mode. Oh, Sela, yes, she can kill it.
No glory!
Sweet. That'll teach you to mess with us. Something's got 'em all worked up. It's the second time they've crawled out this month. So let 'em come. It's not the first time and it won't be the last. But what's it matter? They can't hurt us, and we can use their hides to make a lot of waterproof coats and cloaks. Markle, Melissa, I'd like to introduce you to someone. I love how this cleric is just like, oh yeah, giant hydra coming out of the water. I'm just going to go, hey, you two. I want to introduce you. Ah, a real hero in our little backwater. So nice of you to drop by. We've never had anyone so important come to visit. Sweet, sweet. Hydras are usually far more dangerous. That one was not at full strength. I can tell you have an eye for such things. Well, of course he does. He's the commander of the crusade. Probably tell you that with his eyes shut. It's all thanks to our mother, Icy Rill. She takes care of her children. Won't let anyone hurt them. Yep, definitely Wickermanning this. That's right. She doesn't drive the beasts away. She'll weaken them, so we can kill them and harvest their hides. Who is Icy Rill? She's right there. Okay, so they're pointing at the river. So this is like a river spirit, Icy Rill. We could have like a spirit shaman here to commune with them. Might work for us. No? No? People of Chili Creek hold the river in great reverence. How can we not? Our whole lives are built around the river. She feeds us, gives us water, protects us. The gods are far away, but our river, it's right here. So we treat her with respect. Okay. I mean, I can appreciate that. What I don't appreciate is the fact that you're probably sacrificing children or something, and you're probably going to Wicker Man this poor priest. I assume you're related? Right you are. She's my little sister. Takes after our granny. Say her memory never fade. She was always restless, couldn't sit still. Okay. And you took after our grandpa. May the river silt be his feather bed. You're as brave as he was, and just as stubborn. Okay, so they're also in love with each other. That's that's great. I like some sibling love. You look very confident giving orders to the villagers. It's getting dark. Wow. Well, how should I put this? Our village is too small for anyone to be in charge. Yeah, that makes sense. The people who know about a particular topic are the people that people follow on that particular topic. So people who know how to fight, people follow when the situation calls for that. People who know how to, like, plant, people will respect and follow them when the situation calls for that. That makes sense. If only our society could be that way right now, you know? People who know how to deal with large-scale infectious disease, if only people would, like, follow. Anyway. Although, truth be told, it's only been in the last few years that people have really started listening to us. Before that, villagers kept to themselves, and no one wanted to go poking their nose in anyone else's business. Must have been all the children sacrificing. Yes, the village has been... I'm speculating, guys. Yes, the village has been growing. We're getting to see all sorts of things we'd only ever heard about before. Like, sacrificing dignitaries from other villages as well as our own children. What are those grass dolls? There's nothing much to tell, really. An old local custom. It's just a ritual. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. How many children do you have? Okay, never mind. How is life in the village now that you got a priest? Nothing's changed. He's a good lad, does some healing, never bothers us with sermons. That's my kind of priest. Well, he's even learning to fish in his spare time. Definitely my kind of priest. Yeah, obviously they haven't been attacked by demons. Their weird, fricky-dicky spirit river keeps them away. I don't like either of you. Die! Okay, I have to go. Back to the front. I can't even imagine the nightmarish creatures you have to fight there. Have a safe journey and a swift victory. Alright. So,
follow my lead.
Let's explore some stuff up to this point. There's more to this village. There's a little bit of fighting to do, a little bit of looting to do. More hints that we're going to come back here at some point in order to stop their child sacrificing. Because they're definitely up to child sacrificing, right?
As it should be.
So this is the Oppressor's Gloves. So this is +2 bonus on persuasion skill checks made to intimidate. Whenever they confirm a critical hit, they suffer a -2 penalty on saving throws and mind-affecting conditions for 2 rounds. So this wouldn't be bad for Lan, because he's going to crit fairly often with his Fauchard, but his Gloves of Dueling are just so much better. Also, if you're building like a 2-handed fighter with Intimidate and some Charisma, and you're using like Cornigan Smash and stuff like that, Oppressor's Gloves can actually be really good on them as well. I think I'm just going to end up selling them, in all honesty. But it is a nice item.
Far.
We're just going to do some sexploration down here. I think there was some animals we could kill. And then we're going to go up and, you know, do the rest of this map. Elk!
Another obstacle.
It's a dead elk.
I'll go ahead.
I will harvest your soul, elk.
I welcome your company.
3 dolls from the branches. The grass and seaweed body is slowly rotting away. This one has a blue ribbon.
Let's get to the exciting part.
Okay, so I can't go into the water over there. What about over here? Apparently not. But there's another doll in this tree, I think. Old faded blue ribbons hang from the branches of the tree. Okay.
I know the way.
Hey, look, a butt. That's a sling staff? Yeah. Nothing too special there. But every loot is sacred. So we must find every
Follow my
loot.
lead.
Just like every sloot. Every sloot is sacred too. You must protect them all. Normal scimitar, not a masterwork. How lame. Right after I finish saying every
As it
loot
should
is
be.
sacred. Okay, cool. And everybody's back in the village now. Look, the commander's here. Welcome back. They don't really have anything new that I can say here. You're always
That is
welcome
not
here.
far.
Of course I am, because you want to wicker man me just like you want to wicker man your priest. Was that a recipe? Yeah, that was a recipe. I do not care. I will not be making any recipes. There will be no fabricobbling of recipes in this playthrough. Logos, good to have you. I'm glad you found us.
I'll go ahead.
Honestly, there hasn't been a lot of activity on the YouTube channel lately. But it's good to see that some people are finding things there, and it's not just people looking for stream archives. Some of the
Trivial matter.
details. Sometimes I don't care enough. But yes, some of the details that
I
interest
know
me,
the way.
I care about at least. Right, that's on top of the cliff. We'll get there. Burrito, nice to see ya. Welcome, welcome.
Follow my lead.
Just saw the Earth Elemental and Sneak Attack fiasco. Ah. Or rather, not Sneak Attack fiasco.
As it should be.
But still additional damage. Yes. It's funny, I literally just before I started streaming today, I recorded a video that's going to go on YouTube that is a
That is
a
not
class
far.
archetype overview of the Rowdy Rogue. And the caveats that you want to be aware of to avoid, and the strengths and weaknesses versus other archer classes, how multi-classing could potentially work with it, especially since you really
I'll
only need
go
11
ahead.
levels of Rowdy Rogue, and then you have access to everything that the class gives you, as long as you keep building up your sneak attack dice, right? As long as you can keep building that pool with, like, Vivisectionist, for example. You can take one
I
level
know
in
the way.
Slayer at level 12, where you don't get a sneak attack die anyway, and then you can build Vivisectionist for the last 8, and it's identical power scaling to what the Rowdy Rogue is at that point.
No mistakes.
Yeah, that's on good. Dire Wolf. It's like a normal wolf, only dire. Also, we want to kill these elk as well.
This
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
So that'll probably be going up on YouTube tomorrow. I just wanted to share, because I went into this playthrough with a Rowdy Rogue going like, I don't like this kind of class normally for an archer. I want to see how it's going to work, and I don't feel that it's the best. I don't feel it's the strongest archer class, but I do feel it's a lot of fun anyway, regardless of whether it's the strongest. So I just want to share the experience, right? Holy Farquaad. Oh, right. We gave Camellia Mythic Charge. I forgot for a second. I was like, wow, the hell?
The
Dating isn't that boring after all.
blade.
Looks like, nope, that was the only elk. I was like, we're not leaving turn-based mode yet, so...
How can you save the last one for me?
Yeah! That's what I wanted to see. Current plan is to use Trickster to get crit feats, but then move into Swarm that walks for clones. Nice. Hope is to be able to proc tons of snapshots. Cool. Yeah, that actually could work out extremely well. Yeah, so if you use Trickster to get access to any feat without needing the requirements for it, That means you have access to all of the best, like, top-tier versions of feats, as well as all the fighter feats. So you can get all of those. You could also get, like, improved critical, improved critical, improved critical, and improved critical, and all that stuff. And, you get to keep your feats. Even though you lose your mythic powers, you get to keep the feats that you got during that time, so...
You should have listened to reason.
Is certain.
God, that's a lot of blood.
Follow my lead.
That is a lot of blood. Swarm That Walks is so underrepresented. Like, a lot of people don't play it. I feel like everybody is playing
As
Lich.
it should be.
And I didn't see that coming. I honestly expected like 90% of people to be just Angel. And that's it, like Angel, maybe a demon every here and there. And a couple people would play Lich, but it's like all of the variety players, like all the people who just play any game and they don't really know the Pathfinder system that well, but they have a lot of fun with CRPGs. People like Co-Carnage and stuff like that, for example. They're going the generic, like the simple paths and stuff like that. But everybody who has any knowledge of Pathfinder at all seems to be going Lich, every one of them. So I am kind of happy that we went with Trickster for this playthrough.
I'll remove
They
this obstacle.
will break against our resolve.
Really, though, this playthrough is a resurrection of a dead playthrough due to bugs, and that's why I picked a Trickster for it.
Mind over muscle.
I really did want to play Lich, and I still will. Do I have another target who has a little more HP than this guy? Not unless I hold my initiative, and I don't want to hold my initiative. There is another one. Oh, no, it is right there. I can see it.
A calculated risk.
Lan! Charge him? No. No. Oh, you're busting my balls, Camellia. Please bust him harder.
The light. Take you.
Cool. Cool. Nice. Nenio.
You're irrelevant.
Sweet. You meant the improved ones. Don't plan on taking the world feature. Okay. But, like, might look for a few more. Okay. Yeah. Sweet. When you convert to Swarm, it is very hard. You must fight things that would be hard with a party of 6, and you only have one character. Yeah. Everybody. It turns it into a solo playthrough. I was considering Swarm for my solo playthrough of this. Like...
This should do it.
But I'm not going to get
I'll
to
go
my
ahead.
solo playthrough of this for probably like a year or a year and a half still, I imagine. I didn't play a real solo playthrough of Kingmaker until just this year. I did a solo hard Sword Saint.
I know the way.
We'll get up there. Yeah. It's worse than a solo playthrough because you miss out on most of the mythic ability. That's true. That's also true. Also, Mythic Swarm has different bosses that... Yes, also true.
Follow my lead.
Swarm changes a lot about gameplay. It changes a lot about the way the game works.
You
And
crossed the wrong mongrel.
They are the darkness.
I feel like it should... I'm pretty sure there's more than just that one up here. I feel like the game should break a lot more than it does with Swarm, but we probably don't hear about the game-breaking things because there's just not enough people playing it.
As well.
If there was enough people playing Swarm, I feel like we probably would hear about a lot more game-breaking things. It's just the most underrepresented mythic path. I also want to do a full Azata run just because, you know,
I'll
being
remove this
Another
obstacle.
obstacle.
being weird little good fairies and having a little
As it
fairy
should be.
dragon is always a fun distraction as well. Elk.
You won't
time for
survive me.
I missed. Critical miss. Okay, Nenio, it's up to
You
you.
should have listened to reason.
The game breaking is and will always be Trickster, yeah. The thing about Trickster for game breaking, though, is it's game breaking in a way that the game still continues to work and your playthrough still continues to work.
That is not
It's not
far.
game breaking in the sense that it literally makes it impossible to continue the game. It's game breaking in the sense that, like, it makes no effing sense how this functions the way it does. Like, just getting the ability to run around circles around people and don't even attack them, but get to make attacks of opportunity on them every time they try and make one on you and they miss is just nuts. Not to mention everything else about them is just nuts. All right, we still have to see these wolves. Oh, there's a bear here, isn't there?
I'll go ahead.
There's a plagued Smilodon and there's like a plagued bear as well, isn't there? But I feel like they stage it so that the Smilodon is fighting the bear so that the bear has almost no HP.
Focus
still.
on the goal.
Did we find trouble?
Ooh, 53 damage,
did.
not a kill. Not a kill. Yes, but few people do swarm, and I found most of them use the, if you want to follow the path I have, you must take the steps I have line of logic, yeah. That's true. People have the ability to do whatever the hell they want. Hearing people say swarm is OP is the quickest way to know they've not tried it. Yeah, hearing people say swarm is OP without context. Swarm is OP under certain circumstances, but if they just say it's OP and they're not prepared to tell you all the stuff you have to do to make Swarm OP, or all the different roads you can take to make Swarm OP, because again, it's not just one path, right? Then yes, they haven't really tried it. They don't really know what they're talking about.
You're irrelevant.
I haven't played a full Swarm playthrough, but I am aware of its mechanics and just being... Okay. We're going to go on a tangent here. It's this thing called the Dunning-Kruger effect. If you have absolutely no competency in a topic or in a subject or in like a skill set, you don't have the ability to assess what level of skill you have. You don't have the ability to assess how difficult something is, and you will generally over-assess yourself. You'll think you're like, oh, I'm like, you know, fucking messiah of programming switches when I don't even know how to log into a Cisco switch kind of thing, right? It's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. And on the other side, it also says that if you're really awesome at something, you tend to not be able to think the way that people who aren't awesome with it.
No
And you
glory
assume people should all be as
without
awesome
risk.
as you are. And that's something that Swarm that walks, I can definitely see people falling prey to, is the Dunning-Kruger effect. They just don't know anything about it. I know enough about it to understand that I don't really know everything perfectly. I'd have to play with it to make sure that I can get things to work for me. But I know enough about the mechanics of it
This
that
will hurt.
I understand that, right? But the people saying like, Swarm is just OP, you get this and this and this and this and this, without explaining why actually, and realizing that you don't get all these special things until way later, or unless you do this thing, or unless you do that thing, they just lack the competence in it to make an accurate assessment of their abilities. Alright, this map complete. It's also like Lich. A lot of people talk about Lich, and they're like, oh, you can raise all of your companions from the... No, you can't raise all of your companions from the dead. There are 5 companions, sorry. 6 if you count your pet, your like pet skeleton, that you can raise in a storyline fashion, and they're specific people. It's not like I can raise Camellia from the dead and have like a zombie or vampire waifu after that. Like, no, Camellia is Camellia. It's not the way Lich works. But I feel like everybody knows that about Lich now just because everybody is playing it. Hey, we made it by without an encounter. No vampire waifu feels bad, man. I know, Death, I know. I kind of want to play a Dampier build. I kind of feel like I want my Necromancer Lichy kind of Holy Caster, my Divine Caster, to be a Dampier, possibly. She practically is. Yes. Yes. This is why she's best girl. Honestly, I think I rest in camp, right? I'm so close to camp, I might as well just keep corruption down and rest there. Now, this is one thing I really hate about this game. In Kingmaker, if you were in a town that you owned, like a safe place to rest, all you need to do is press the rest key, and you would get like a town level rest there. You would get the full safe location rest. I could be literally on my camp, and I can hit the R key, and I have to do a away from home rest. I hate that. I hate it. Balanced cleric is actually intriguing. I kind of like the idea of a balanced cleric. I don't like the idea, like, oh no, I do. I find it novel and cool that you have to manage your channels in order to use them to their maximum potential. But I don't know. We'll see. Played Dampier for your first playthrough. Surprisingly decent amount of dialogue specific for it. Yeah, I would imagine so. Fun for beta, yeah. Yeah, they dealt with a lot of the load screen issues in Kingmaker, and I feel like a lot of the things that they dealt with in Kingmaker still exist here as well, so that's a thing. I hate that I have to enter the location to get a good night's sleep in the camp, though. Like, just let me press R from the campaign map. The load screens are a lot quicker than they were in Kingmaker, though, at the beginning. Kingmaker load screens took a lot longer. Even loading off of NVMe SSD on generally an overpowered computer. Let's sell some junk. And by junk, I mean a lot of stuff that's not even junk that a lot of people wouldn't want to sell. We're going to keep the books. If Ramek was here, he'd definitely approve. We'll sell these gloves. I'm not playing like a Cornigan Smash character in this playthrough, so... The Abyss is a nightmare with all the portals and cities split into many parts. Yes, I think a lot of people probably have a bad experience with this game as well by playing offensive caster classes. And I've said numerous times at this point, like, it's really tough to play them in Wrath. It's not impossible. If you build very well and you know all the feats and you're a Pathfinder player and you get like the amulet that we gave to the Queen, the first magic item that the storyteller can put back together for you, that we gave to the Queen in the last session. If you use that and you use everything at your disposal, all the feats to get spell penetration, all of that stuff, you know, you can make an offensive caster work. But offensive casters shouldn't require that. Like, even on normal difficulty, you're never going to hit. Like, you're never actually going to get through and do damage with an offensive spell unless you're built to do it. Whereas, like, you could fireball goblins in Kingmaker and just wreck their day, right? Like, they make fireball not feel fun, and fireball should feel fun. Fireball and lightning bolt were thematically designed when they were built, like originally back in the day, to oh, I hit level 3, I've got this thing that just, oh my god, it's a game changer, right? And you just don't have that experience because the offensive spells just don't do anything unless you're built perfectly for it. That looks good. Kingmaker was much easier for that. Happy for the buffed marshals. Yeah. Even if it is by nerfing casters. Like, that's the whole reason that I have 3 longbow archers in this playthrough. Like, Nenio is an alchemist. She's a vivisectionist. She's a sneak attack vivisectionist. Fully respect. That's the reason. That's the reason that I am using an archer. I intend to use a Ruchelet as her espionage expert archer. And right now, until I get a Ruchelet, I'm using Seal as a Slayer archer. Because I want a strong backline, and the martial classes are just that good because the casters are, I don't want to say garbage, but if you don't build them perfectly, garbage. Hey, little one. They say you do magic. Can you heal me? I've said this like session after session. Ember, just the goodness in her heart can change the universe. Especially like when you get to the Succubus Queen. Of course. Thank you. That's so much better. How old are you? You're only a child. I have a granddaughter at home just like you. Oh, little girl, how did you end up here? What are you doing in the thick of it with us? I'm just like you. I came to the thick, so the thick wouldn't come to other kids, like your granddaughter. Oh. Like, Ember cannot be best girl for me, but there is this thing for the right kind of character, for the right morality of character and the right sort of personality of character. If I was role playing it, Ember would be like right up there. Hi. Do they often come to you for help? Demons keep hurting them. I keep healing them. That is a sad, sorry state of affairs, but sadly, we are at war. But you know, it's surprising. So many soldiers come to me. They say I bring them comfort, that I give them strength. But I don't do anything like that at all. I only talk to them nicely. I'm just a feather-brained little girl. Don't say that. Don't say that about yourself. I am so disappointed I did not take Ember around with me in the Abyss. Yeah. I think it's fair to say Ember is best character. Okay. I'm not going to say best character, like best as in like objectively evaluating her best. I will say she's best character in terms of goodest, to use poetic license on a word there. She is the goodest character. She is the most good character. Yes, I will get on board with that. You love Ember and Greyboar's interactions. Yes, they are very sweet. I haven't actually seen those in like 2 weeks now. It's been so long since I've had a situation where the two of them can talk to each other in this game. Don't second guess yourself. You're helping us all. Soldiers, companions, and me. It must be true if you say so. Ah. My goodness, Ember. My goodness.
I know the way.
Did I need to speak to anybody while I was here? Let's just take a quick look. Outcast is Kaelessa? Yeah. We don't care about that yet. Make it to Dresden? Nope. Heart of the Mystery? Nope. Hell Knights, that's sort of our major focus at the moment. This will be right before we reach Dresden. We'll do that. Nameless Ruins, that's going to be... The Hell Knights and the Nameless Ruins are our next stop. I need to talk to Sela. Okay. Heaven's Edge. The Relics, that's going to take a while. And Storyteller, who we don't have access to. So I need to talk to Sela while I'm here. Ember is certainly more good than even the Inheritor at the time of your mythic choice. Yeah. Ember is this sort of embodiment of purity, which is... It's cool. I love the characters in this game. The characters... I don't like the character builds in this game. Let me rephrase that. I despise the character builds in this game. Especially Sela's default build. But I love the characters in this game. They have so much more personality than the Kingmaker characters. They have so much more going on behind the scenes. Like... Tristan is the only person in Kingmaker who's got shit going on behind the scenes that you actually care about. Oh, Lindsay bought a printing press without telling me. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Tristan is the only one who has any significant stuff happening, right? Octavia, I love in the first game, but she is so one-dimensional. Like, she's got so little going on with her character overall. Whereas everybody is fucked up in this game. Camellia. Waifu number one, possibly the most of all. It's not what I wanted to talk about, or not the only thing. Since our raid on the Houndheart's camp, I've had this sinking feeling that I made a mistake. Of course you did. But, I mean, what's life but a series of mistakes? Mostly I was wrong about a lot of people. About Jana, who lost the nerve and abandoned her friends. Yeah, so Jana just went AWOL. About Curl. No, he was a thief, but I really thought he turned over a new leaf. And deserved a little compassion and trust. And Ellen, I thought we were kindred spirits, friends through thick and thin. He didn't abandon you. He's still in it. In fact, he's going to distinguish himself later. In the Battle of Dresden. Your ideals were mistaken from the start. Come to the dark side. I don't know how I feel about this. Yep. You're an amazing person. I feel certain fortitude in you, a strength of will, even when you say something I could never agree with. Aww. Thanks for listening to my grumbling. Are you sure that I'm saying something that I expect you to agree with, or am I saying something that I'm trying to challenge you with? Challenge you to think outside the box. Since you clearly can't do it for yourself, and Ellen proved that to you. I can't stop thinking about what he said in the end. You make it sound like the guy died. He's still here. Alright. That's sorted. Pick up random stuff. We'll eventually get around to selling it. It's like every time I come to the camp, I can loot it anew. It's wonderful, but simultaneously sad.
As it should be.
What do our spells look like? I have spells. That's good enough for me. I have spells. That's good enough for me. And she's got a spell. Alright. Let's rest. And drop off our books. No voice acting? Thinking about cultists hiding among the townsfolk has put me on edge. I don't want to suspect everyone I meet. And it's Lan who responds. I understand. Sometimes you just want to trust people without constantly second-guessing everybody. A life without trust is no life worthy of the name. I don't know. You can go through life without trusting people. I think that's perfectly fine. I mean, certainly you have to temper other expectations in life to the fact that you don't trust anybody, but I don't think it's inherently wrong that you go through life without trust. Alright, let's head out. We rested, which also means that our armies are going to have their movement points probably restored. We only rested 9 hours, though. So, does our army have its movement restored? It does. And we can merge these guys up. Ugh, I want my marksmen! Give me marksmen! And Hell Knights. Give me Hell Knights! Hell Knights and marksmen! Alright, so... Crusader Army 1. We want to head down here if we want to get to that. This army up here is pretty easy to fight. Let's go for it quick. Boom. Sorry, Hell Knights. I'm just taking my sweet little time coming to your aid. No big deal. Everything will be okay. You'll be fine. How many can I kill? Oh my god. I feel like... I don't remember reading patch notes on it, but I feel like Scorching Ray is, like, 8 times more powerful than it used to be. Because I remember it used to be, like, 1 to 3 this would kill. And I'm not talking about, like, you know, on a fighter class that has almost no power. I'm talking about on a sorcerer class who has, like, power bonuses and all that kind of stuff. I'm gonna use it. I need to get me a heal. Can I just nuke this guy? Is that a thing? No. Almost, though. So this corner strategy is a pretty common one that you see a lot of people using, protecting your archers in a corner. It does have disadvantages once you start fighting against things that have Stinking Cloud, because they can disable a lot of your troops at once. So there's a reason not to do this as well. Oh, such a waste. One of my melee people can kill that guy. He's not likely gonna kill a lot of us, so one of them doesn't mean they're very strong. Archers. Sweet. 1 to 4. Not good enough. It's 0 to 1 on him, though. Wow. 2. That's fine. Yep. Cool. Nice. Yeah, go for it. Clerks. I've got plenty of infirmary space, so I don't mind that one guy going down. I don't need to lay on hands or anything like that right now. Can we get the kill right now? No. But you know what I will do? Because, I mean, I can. We'll go for it. Now, you used to be able to smite, lay on hands yourself, lay on hands an ally, and attack in a single turn. They changed that about the cleric and its movement, its ability points in this mode at some point. I like it. I like having to manage your action economy on the cleric more, but they used to be a lot more powerful as a result of that. Other archers? Done. Yeah, cheer. Go ahead. Replenished one. So the Hell Knights have gargoyles in front of them. Ooh. So a Vital Strike build with a heavy crossbow is in some ways capable of more damage than a longbow, since it does do 1d10 damage, and Vital Strike multiplies that dice. And it is a simple weapon proficiency. But I just don't like crossbows. It also has less range. It's a shorter range attack. It's 50 feet. Although, hold on, it shows it as the same range as a composite longbow. But crossbows... A heavy crossbow is supposed to have a short bow's range. And a light crossbow is supposed to have even less. So that's weird, but cool. Yeah, we'll go engage this. They've got gargoyles. Gargoyles are nasty. They have a ton of hit points, a ton of armor. It's hard to break through them. And I don't want to lose troops along the way. I feel like I usually have a bigger army than this when I face them too. And it's not just an army, it is a fortress, so you have to attack this. Hey, I made it. Oh crap, I should have checked if I could have leveled up first. Well, that's bad. That's really bad. Oh well. Bless is +1 bonus to attack for 3 rounds. All units in the army. The thing is... I can kill 1 to 10 with a firebolt, really? That's nuts. Well, that's like the most effective weapon I have against gargoyles, then. I feel like they've nerfed gargoyles a lot. No, I still do 0 to 1 with my archers, though. Yeah, just armor up. Okay, they're going for the clerics. Nice. That's the best person for them to go for. My tankiest. Rangers can attack adjacent targets effectively, so they're still good for that. As long as he keeps going for the cleric, he can't scoot around to get my archer because... Oh no, he can. Gargoyles only take up a single space. So he could scoot around to go after my archer. And that would be bad. That would be crazy bad. That would be ridiculously crazy bad on the scale of I don't want that to happen. But I'm going to smite them. Okay, sure. Go after my rangers. I'm down with that. Wow. I feel like that shouldn't be doing that much damage. We also aren't taking a whole lot of damage just yet, which is good. I was not supposed to skip that turn. That was just a mistake because I hit space when I shouldn't have hit space. I should just remove my hand from that part of the keyboard, most likely. 10? 6? Oh my god. And this is it for our smite. Like, I missed a turn with smite because of that. Infirmary is empty as well. Like, we're doing really well here. Boom. Gargoyles defeated. Frakes and Spinner would not be pleased. I love how Gargoyles had like everybody from Star Trek in it. Fantastic show. I was thrilled when Disney Plus came out. Everybody was like, "Oh, Marvel this and Marvel that and this and that and blah 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 blah," and I was like, "F yeah, Gargoyles!" And it's not in shitty quality like, you know, my old VHS rips from 1990 whatever. Now if only somebody had BattleTech. If somebody had the original BattleTech series in good quality instead of garbage quality, I'd be like, yes. Give this to me, I want it. Okay, we can take that army. But let's go to our party. What do you think, guys? Should we go to the Nameless Ruins or should we go help the Hell Knights out? Go help the Hell Knights first, maybe? Then we can handle the Nameless Ruins after. I'm willing to help the Hell Knights first. I will note that this fortress, the camp does not move up to this fortress. I explained, you know, previously that when you take out one of the fortress sites, the camp moves up to its location. This one is to block you from getting to the Hell Knights. The next one that it moves up to is up here somewhere. I don't know exactly where. There's like one in here somewhere, and then there's one right here that we go to. All right, reliable redoubt it is. I guess it's Hell Knight time. This can actually be pretty tough. If you're not prepared to deal with gargoyles, gargoyles can screw your day up. So hopefully we can deal with them okay. I mean, even if they have a lot of damage resistance, having like 60 sneak attack damage or 60 like vital strike damage is respectable, yeah? Commander, come here quickly. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there in a second. I just have stuff to loot. From the mountain, you see a raided camp and two groups of warriors, one wearing white and yellow armor. Okay, so that's not the blue and yellow, that's the white and yellow armor. And the other in black. They are led by a tall man in white priest's robes. Some of the warriors glance around fretfully. I don't think they're led by a tall man in white priest's robes. You hear the screams of gargoyles far above.
Quickly, evacuate the wounded. The beasts are about to strike again. Use cloaks as stretchers. We've got to make it through. Paralictor, your people will have to cover us while...
You know that it's storyline shit when there's actually voice acting and it's on an irrelevant character.
2 more minutes left out in the open, and neither you nor I will have any troops left to order about, Crusader.
I love Regil so much. I love Regil so much because he's a Hell Knight and he's a gnome and he's like literally thematically not what you expect a Hell Knight to be.
But the wounded...
Retreat to shelter.
I don't see no wounded anymore. The man in white has anything further to add. His words are drowned out by shrieks of gargoyles. Yes. The Paralictor will lead the unit to shelter. We need to get through to them. I do love the way they play the lawful evil of Regil. You could actually... I would argue that you could play Regil as lawful neutral as well. And he would work just as well lawful neutral. So they have a hunter. They have a hunter. Let's shoot the hunter.
Calculated risk.
41. Almost all of his HP. If I did just a little bit more, that would have done it. Camellia, tell me you can charge down this hill. You can't charge down this hill. I mean, you can still reach them, and you can still attack them. It is absolutely crucial that Camellia be able to attack, because attacking gives her fighting defensively, and eventually her combat expertise bonus and all the crane bonuses that come as a result of it. She has to attack, otherwise she won't get that AC bonus. So 31 AC.
You are today's sacrifice.
Sure, she missed, whatever. But now she has, like... I don't even want to count it in my head. I'm just going to look at it here. 35 AC. So we only gained 4 still? Okay. I mean, I only have 1 crane feat. So it's not like I have crane... it's not like I have crane wing and crane riposte yet. Most of lawful evil in RPGs is much more lawful than evil. Yes, that's true. They like to focus on the lawful aspect of it. Unless you're like literally Asmodeus himself. Yes, it's more focused on the lawful than the evil. Just like most lawful good in RPGs is more focused on the good than the lawful. Like, people rarely focus on, like, just how fucked up a lawful good character can be.
Into the fray.
Then we have people who think, you know, they're the governor of Texas because they're lawful. Okay, no.
Out of my sight.
Too topical. Too topical. We won't go there at all. We're done with that topic. In this game, yes. In a lot of ways they do. But in general, in most games, I don't really think they do. Especially in Kingmaker. I don't feel they showed how fucked up lawful is in Kingmaker. Even on a lawful good character. I think Kingmaker, overall, the game was too lawful. Like, on rails, the game was super duper lawful, and your chaotic choices were just spicing things up.
Mind over muscle.
Yeah, exactly.
Endure this.
Okay, so I'm not too afraid of these gargoyles.
This should do it.
Oh! Rowdy feels so good, but when you roll a 2 and get a 13 against their 15, it doesn't feel so good anymore.
The inheritance.
Still,
Guide my
I like it.
blade.
I still like it, even if we have moments like that.
That is not far.
Yeah, I'll be right down there. I'll help you out in a minute. Just let me search the snow just in case there's anything here I don't want to miss. I don't know the literal locations of every item in the game, so... Do.
I know what to do.
Hey, baby.
We step on their toes as well.
That was 85 damage. That was a 91 damage roll, reduced to 85. That was a sneak attack with a crit. That's why we have 3d8 and it's times 3. Holy crap. She couldn't attack that turn, unfortunately, so she doesn't have max AC. She is not flat-footed, though, because she has acted before they went. I don't know. I don't know. The jury is still out on whether or not having Uncanny Dodge is going to screw us over. We took Ice Plant on the Sylvan Trickster, and we didn't take Uncanny Dodge. Because we can't take it on the Sylvan Trickster. So... the jury's still out.
Remove this obstacle.
Like, in a solo playthrough, that Uncanny Dodge is so mandatory, you cannot afford to not take it. And I don't know if it's worth it here yet, but we're not flat-footed this time. We acted before them, so... this is not a strike again. Oh, why am I moving Sela? Habit. I'm too used to her being a paladin. Very nice. Very nice. Respectable. 2 and 10. 2 and 1 versus 20. Ooh, a 20.
You're irrelevant.
It is rare that they can hit Camellia, but when they do... I mean, that wasn't a very big hit, so I don't know what I'm getting at. It is rare that they can hit Camellia. Full plate. And a bastard sword. I love bastard swords. Bastard sword or a long sword. I mean, they have a long sword as a different weapon in this game, but a bastard sword is a long sword or a hand and a half sword. It's a two-handed sword that you can potentially wield in one hand in certain circumstances. This is a mithril one. You know, that's not that bad. I'm not going to use it for anything, but that's not that bad. The sight before you is at once macabre and picturesque. A lifeless couple, a man and a woman dressed in white and yellow priest robes, lie on the ground surrounded by bodies of dead gargoyles. Gargoyles! Cool. The priestess, the sun, will never rise again. Even the sky here is cursed, and we along with it. Dude, that's not the right way of saying it. If you're gonna start a sentence with the sun will never, you have to finish the sun will never set on the British Empire. Fuck. The Mendevian faithful break too easily. Says the Hell Knight who dropped his armor. Like, this is as bad as in Valkyria Chronicles 4 when we had like the whole Kai thing where Kai went AWOL and joined the enemy and sent his sister to take his place. Like that is 100% deserving of summary execution. And Hell Knight dropping his armor, even if it's to come for help, is 100% deserving of summary execution. If all Mendevian devotees broke easily, I would be much happier. Excellent. She's not just wounded. I can see the signs of severe exhaustion. I wonder what happened here. You there! What happened here? A priestess of Sarenrae with a sunrise sword. Gargoyles attacked a few days ago. Okay. They took their supplies. They left without food or water in the middle of the world wound. Excellent. Okay, so they found the Hell Knights. And they provided them a small amount of provisions because, again, Regel's lawful evil, or the lawful part of him at least, could not provide any additional assistance. Sela, you're one of the people who told us we should come here, you know. And this is one of the guys who said we shouldn't. What happened after that? No, I'm not going to heal you. Don't even worry about that. I'm not going to bother healing you. I just need you to tell me about what happened. I could have spent this whole time healing you, but I'm not going to. Despite how the Hell Knight Paralictor has treated us. Okay. Cool. That's quite a story. I can just picture it on the stage of a grand royal theater. Rustling silk, gold adornments, the tragic lead singing the final aria. Is it time for me to applaud yet? It's not often you get to come across such heart-wrenching and theatrical plots outside the stage. Of course, the hoity-toits speaking to each other. You know, she's just here bleeding out and dying in front of us, and we'll just crack jokes about her. Cool. No, I'm not even going to say forgive me, I can't help you. I'm just going to walk over her. Let's hurry. The gargoyles could return at any moment. I didn't even have to walk over her. Yaker walked over her. Yeah, give me that half plate.
Follow my lead.
Half plate, the worst armor in the game. Gargoyles.
Ready for anything.
Let the duel commence.
Oh, we missed. Critical miss. Damn. The mythic feat, there's always a chance or whatever, is always appealing. The idea that if you roll a natural 1, you might still be able to hit if you hit their AC. But his flat-footed AC is 12, and even if we rolled a natural 1, in this case, we would have only rolled an 11, so we still would have missed. Although if I had Deadly Aim off, we would have hit. But I'm not turning Deadly Aim off, are you crazy? Go between them, are you crazy? Land. No. No. Bad land. Bad land. Oh, I just moved you in Camellia's way, didn't I? Damn it. Who's the... Oh, no, I didn't. Watch this glitch. Oh, it worked. Excellent. Oh, my God. Mythic Charge is busted.
Mind over muscle.
Mythic Charge is busted. We can take one shot because we have to move for this.
No glory.
More than
no
5 feet.
risk.
Okay, what's he down to? I mean, I could probably kill him with one shot, but I might be able to kill him with one shot. So let's try and kill him.
Risk.
I missed twice, guys. Twice. I get a Vital Strike for 80-something damage up on the hill, on the path down, and then I missed twice. What the ever-living crap was that? What the ball sack was that? Okay, the game didn't crash. It just had a hiccup for a moment. We're back. Awesome. Just verifying that the stream is still working correctly and there's nothing messed up on it. Yeah. Go get yourself in there. I probably should have moved you down to engage this hunter, just to prevent him from moving in on my archers, but he's really far away still. And I have the ability to kill him in like one turn, I think, so... I'm fine just getting the extra surrounds. Get that flanking bonus on.
Make every strike count.
And Camellia, finish him
I'll
off.
cut you wide open.
Yeah, there we go. And
The
yeah,
spirits demand your blood.
sure, engage him. Nice. Bless. Go ahead and waste your turn. Bless is not a waste of a turn, ladies and gentlemen. I am not arguing that Bless is a waste of a turn. Bless is a very effective spell, but when you are potentially 1/3 of your team's firepower, and you are needed to do some other action this turn, blessing them is a waste of your turn.
I'll remove this obstacle.
You can't remove the obstacle if you don't hit it. Sweet. Sela, clean this up.
Into the fray.
Boom! AoE damage. Oh, they're just out of your range? Damn it, Sela. If she was just a little further forward, she would have taken 3 shots. And possibly exploderated both... Well, no, they've got a lot of HP still. Never mind.
This should do it.
44 damage is nice, though. Especially since it's not even a sneak attack. More gargoyles. 17, I like that.
I will see to your demise.
I'm amazed that 15 is what you're rolling against there. I thought you'd be rolling against like 20 by this point in the game. Ooh, that's a hit. Lan,
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
here you come to save the day.
You are today's sacrifice.
Yeah, good luck rolling against 20. I say that, but you gotta understand that if they're rolling against 20, that means that it's guaranteed to threaten a critical if they hit me. They have to confirm it still, which is going to be a bitch to do, like good luck. But it's guaranteed to threaten at least a critical if they do hit me. Just in case they have a bit of reach, take 5, kill this
Should've
one.
listened to reason.
Nice. Sela.
The right take you.
One more. Ho ho ho. Archer's OP, man.
Let's try this one.
Except when they can't hit a thing.
Precision and grace.
I'm not wasting spell slots right now. We're tough enough. We don't need to be using spell slots at the moment. I have a charge here, but this is obstructed. Let's do it. I don't actually know if more RNFs come. I feel like maybe more gargoyles are going to drop.
Go for their hearts.
Like one more wave of them. But there very well might not be. Bone Shaker.
Mind over muscle.
If you want to guarantee a crit, just turn off Deadly Aim.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
I mean, I can have a... Again, I can critical miss still. Like, I have the ability to critical miss. So if I roll a 1, I will still miss, no matter what. And we've rolled, like, 2 1s so far on this map alone. But yes, I could hit if I turn off Deadly Aim. It's just... I feel like I don't need to. Always roll 20s after turning off the penalty feats, yeah. It's sad how that works out that way sometimes, eh? Okay, 40 damage. That's respectable. It's not like 85, but it's respectable.
I'll make short work of this.
And Darren hit something. Like his job is exclusively to stand here and swing every turn, so we are activating fighting defensively to get himself at least acceptable AC. And just hold this guy here while the archers kill him. That's all his job is. I don't expect him to hit anything. And channel if he needs to. Although if he channels, he's going to lose AC for that turn as a result.
You won't survive me.
Oh! My god, he hit him into, like, the next map.
I'll cut you wide open.
Dunzo. Lan hit that gargoyle into the next map. I love to see Magic Essence, man. Even after the attack, the tents of the Hell Knight camp are lined up neatly, looking like they're ready for a parade. You know what? I can take the armor.
As it should
I think
be.
I can afford to take the armor. I'm not on a huge map. This is a pretty important map. There's a lot to it,
trivial
but it's not like it's Market Square. It's not like it's the Witch's Hut. I can afford to pick up armor on it. And yeah,
That is not far.
doesn't matter that the Hell Knights are in trouble. Doesn't matter that people are getting, like, murdered. Let's just loot everything.
This was simple enough.
Demonic energy has polluted the earth, creating tumors filled with poison. Damn. Not to make light of cancer patients. I have unfortunately known my fair share of them. But
I'll go ahead.
tumors are pretty bad on their own. Tumors filled with poison, I feel like that's almost unnecessary.
I know the way.
Anything else on this map? I mean, other than the cave, like that we have to go to? Doesn't look like it. At least my characters can't spot
Follow
it, so
my
let's
lead.
go. Okay. Pathfinder, where every cave looks the same, unless it has spiders and plants growing in it.
As it should be.
Knight Commander, I presume. Your glory precedes you. I am Reginald Renge, Paralictor of the Order of the God Claw, and temporary officer of the joint unit of Hell Knights and the Order of the Sunrise Sword. You and your people should take positions. The gargoyles are regrouping. We expect they will attempt to break through in 5 to 6 minutes.
So, I love if you're playing an Asmodeus character. Order of the God Claw is like this pantheon of deities, where Asmodeus they sort of consider to be the prime among the pantheon. But if you're playing as an Asmodeus worshiper, you can criticize these guys for being heretics. Like, wait, what do you need those other gods for? That's just outright blatant heresy. You all deserve to die.
A Paralictor indeed. Impressive.
Are you in command of this unit? Oh, no? Then step aside and let me discuss the matter with the commander.
A joint unit.
Forcibly joined. The leader of the Order of the Sunrise Sword was unable to get to safety, which is not surprising, considering his, shall we say, excessive scrupulousness and sluggishness. Given the extreme situation, I took command of his people.
Well done, sir.
It's supposed to be good when different people unite. We're here for a common cause. But it still gives me the creeps for some reason. Hell Knights shouldn't be allowed to get their claws into our paladins. It's wrong.
Is this the first time in the game that Finian has actually had a voice-acted line? Like, we've spoken to Finian plenty of times, but even when we meet Finian in the shop, it's not voice-acted. It's just click text. I'm trying to think through it. Like, when we spoke to the storyteller, it was not voice-acted. I think this is the first time that Finian has actually had a voice-acted line this entire playthrough. I saw you ordered your own wounded to be finished off. Good job.
Indeed. The gargoyles were clearly trying to capture as many prisoners as they could. I don't know the reason behind these abductions, but I'm not about to give the enemy what they want. That is why all my people were ordered not to be taken alive. And as for the wounded, we didn't have time to get them to safety anyway.
This is XCOM logic right here, guys. Long War, if they take a live prisoner, they get a ton of progress in the campaign. So don't let any of your people go live. Going dead is still not good, but don't let any of your people go live.
Can you hear yourself? For the sake of principle, in order not to give the enemy what they want, you killed your own wounded. Helpless subordinates. Why does anyone still follow you?
Because he gets results, Sela. Jeez, get in line.
Because
Shut
we
up.
are Hell Knights. We know our duty.
Only someone who's never been responsible for the lives of others could feel any outrage at this decision. The wounded couldn't be saved. What good would it do to anyone if the rest perished along with them?
I feel like the wounded could be saved under the right circumstances with the right people present. It creates, though, a risk versus reward situation. And the risk, he made the judgment, was not worth it. I don't feel that it's a they couldn't be saved situation. I feel that it just had to be balanced on a scale.
What charming people. Those fellows in black make Holrun look like a sweet old soul by comparison.
I mean, Holrun isn't like them, though. Holrun's jaded, and he doesn't understand what being a good Inquisitor is anymore. So it's not an apples to apples comparison. Yeah, I'm not gonna ask this. We need to get rid of the gargoyles, then
Agreed.
we'll talk.
Be ready, Commander. This attack may be worse than the last one.
Sweet.
The heartbeat quickens.
And my people are in all kinds of weird positions. And in this battle, the gargoyles come from everywhere. Like, they come over here. They come over here. There's just semen all over all of the walls. Wait, no. Wrong phrase. They appear everywhere. There we go. A little better. Who is this? This is that one, and this is that one. So Camellia will act before this one. Let's vaporize this one.
A calculated risk.
Damn. Unfortunately not. Just take a step behind our melee people, please. Okay, he smited us. Good. Camellia, I feel like you aren't actually needed here. But you're right next to
The
him, so...
spirits demand your blood.
Really, girl? I'm gonna take an attack of opportunity on you, I think. No, screw it. Lan will go there. Unless he comes to Lan. I think you're far enough away. I'm not getting a red arrow back on you, so... Let's actually go for him, though.
You're irrelevant.
Oh, come on! Double misses across the sky.
Into the fray.
Triple. I hate since this is a crusade, it's a war. We end up with a lot of missions where you got a ton of allies like this. And I really dislike turn-based mode in these ones because, I mean, look at this.
Endure this!
Maybe after we clean these gargoyles up and the next wave is coming, I'll switch to real time with pause. Otherwise, it's like a Battle Brothers army battle or something like that, where it's just ridiculous. Camellia,
You are today's sacrifice.
going after these guys. Oh, he walked away.
This should
Sweet.
do it.
And this one closes in on me, because of course he does. And this is why real time with pause is terrible, because, like, look at these people just running around in circles like a cluster F.
Go for their hearts.
Out of my sight!
Oh, he's channeling. Oh, he hit us with a channel. He hit us with a channel. Go ahead, Darren. Channel positive energy for me, please. And we've got enemies
Let's
incoming.
try this way.
You know what? Screw it. Turn-based mode again. Oh, we got... Stupid charge bug. Would they fix that? It's in the patch notes from 2 patches ago as fixed. I wish they would fix it.
I will see to your demise.
I was going to channel, but...
You are nothing before me.
Hey! Our allies' archers are actually doing something. I'm not amazed at all. Lan, I think we'll keep Lan and Camellia over here and we'll clean up. We got lots of their melee people up here.
Make every strike count.
Ooh. That second miss there. On the bright side, having access to AoE attacks when you miss is always nice.
I'll remove this obstacle.
This will hurt.
Come on. 3 versus 6.
The light, take you.
Hitting once would be nice at least. Now I feel like this is a battle where it is thick enough that we could maybe potentially consider using some abilities, but I also know how tough this battle is, and it's not so ridiculous that I feel like I have to use some abilities. So
A calculated risk.
I'm torn.
Leave a bruise.
Boner shaker. Boner shaker.
I'll cut you wide open.
Okay. Critical miss. Sweet. That's pleasant. I'm happy to see a critical miss there. Let's take this high cleric out, shall we?
Mind over muscle.
Nope. Hey, we did hit him though, so that's decent at least.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
I would like to hit that high cleric myself though. Can we make that happen? Lan's got 2 attacks
You've
on him.
crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay, 16 and 22. If I hit him, he's dead, so that would be nice. There's still an enemy here, guys. Like, there's still a gargoyle, and he can boner shaker us. We should probably have somebody go there. Hell Knight, you want to go there? I don't want Darren to go there. Somebody else? Anybody? Okay, the Hell Knight's coming along. Excellent.
This should do it.
And I missed. Because of course I did, with a critical miss again.
The spirits demand your blood.
Did you see that?
Yep. Deals 0 constitution damage to Lan. That is fortunate. We got blinded. So we have blindness. It's only 6 seconds, so it's only one more round of blindness. We're good on that. We have Black Adder Venom, though, which is save fortitude, frequency 1 per round for 6 rounds, 1d2 constitution damage, and we cure on 1 save. So we could remove this very quickly. We did manage to not take any constitution damage, though. Yet.
You're irrelevant.
Nenio, again, they're clearly not irrelevant if you can't make them irrelevant.
Into the fray.
Oh, he's in range. Nice. Gargoyle, I think you're in a bad situation. Maybe you want to retreat. Maybe you want to run away. Run away like a little child.
Precision.
Run back to your chapel. So gargoyles are sort of, in a way, the antagonist of Act 2. I haven't really thought of it in the past, but other than, you know, like Staunton Vane and Minago and all that kind of thing, the gargoyles are like sort of the enemy that you encounter the most in Act 2. And that's a dead gargoyle right there. 50 damage. When it hits, it's nice. It feels great when it hits. It's just when you get like natural 1 after natural 1 after natural 1 that it kind of feels
never fun.
a little wrong. Okay, loot time. Obviously, it's not time to talk to you guys and find out what's up. It's time to steal things from our gargoyle overlords. Does anybody need to wear this wisdom? I mean, Darren can wear it for now. I want to get a phylactery for him, though. And then we'll get the ambassador's gloves, the ones that add wisdom through the gloves instead. For now, though, he can wear this. Yeah. I see no reason why not. Regil. Oh, no more voice acting? You two, check the area. Mark any potential shelter that offers protection against aerial attacks. Quartermaster, inventory the remnants of the camp. I want to make sure that the gargoyles only abduct people and weren't interested in anything else. Send messengers immediately to our scout squads and order them to return to camp. And I need a full list of casualties. The sooner the better. Commander, your arrival was well timed. Now we can finally talk. I'm quite interested in the events that occurred at the Grey Garrison, and I suppose you have questions for me as well. What do you want to know about the Grey Garrison? Let's start with you. So he wants to know about shifts in the balance of power because, you know, he is a tactician and a strategist, and he wants to understand the situation. But he can't blindly trust me, even if I'm marked by the gods. You have every right to doubt. I don't usually trust strangers either. So we understand each other. Thank you, Commander. Makes me feel like my name is Shepard. Is there anything you'd like to know before we move on to more serious issues? What if I want to join the Hell Knights? I know what you're here for. I know what a Paralictor is, but sure, let's ask. He's the commander of this unit, and in the Order's hierarchy, he's 2 steps lower than its leader. In the territory of Mendev and the World Wound, there are a few who equal his rank. But he is the most senior Hell Knight officer for many leagues around. Your atrocities. What are you going to do now? I will wait for my remaining fighters to return. What you see here is only a small part of my forces. As for my long-term plans, that depends on the results of our conversation, Commander. Before we move on to more serious subjects, I'd like to address an organizational issue regarding my unit. You may wish to be present. Paralictor, permission to report. During the first gargoyle attack, I determined it necessary to leave my post. I swam over the river, found the commander's army, and asked them to provide assistance. He'll earn a double salary for his resourcefulness and 100 lashings for abandoning his post. Yes, Regil. Yes. A gnome after my own heart. Yes, Paralictor. And he's totally on board with it. Don't forget he abandoned his armor. Yes. You might be right. Another 10 lashes for improper treatment of order property. Yes, Paralictor. Yes, Lan. I mean, just poke his chest. Totally made of stone. Some people have a penchant for whips, like me, meaning Camellia, but I never thought you'd be one of them. Hasn't nature punished you enough? You were interested in our dispute with the Knights of the Sunrise Sword, correct? Their order will hardly be able to recover from the losses. What are you getting at? They are not the finest material, but they might be able to become true Hell Knights. And they'll put them to good use, the ones who can't. Alright. Okay. You've already shown that you'll easily sacrifice yourself. Hell no. Screw that. Oh, we haven't really made many lawful decisions throughout this entire playthrough, guys, because we are a chaotic entity by nature. But this might be one of the very few lawful decisions we make. Yeah. They can fall in under you. He will gladly give us our support. Excellent. Initiates of the Sunrise Sword. Your leader is dead. The Order has suffered serious losses and will not be able to recover. You may return to Mendev to join another Crusader Order and hope that they don't meet the same fate as the Sunrise Sword. Or you may remain under my command. I will not promise that it will be easy, or that our war making will be constricted by your principles. What I can promise is this. Under my command, you will never again feel like helpless mice in the talons of a ravenous raptor. Nor will you feel short, because I am short. He's used to people following his orders. And these sniveling cowards are used to not being treated as people. Excellent. What would you do in their position? Exactly, Camellia. Don't end up in their position in the first place. Does this mean we've worked off the precious resources you spent on us? Yeah. I don't think your use was garbage. Fantastic. Thank you for your trust, Paralictor. We will stay and are ready to obey your orders. You're looking at me strangely, Paralictor. When we discussed Yaker's punishment and when we were deciding the fate of the Sunrise Sword, it's as if you're testing me. I do not believe I made any attempt to conceal my interest in you. Excellent. We're going to Dresden. Reasonable? Are you shitting me? Okay. This is where Regil kind of loses it for me. Because there is nothing reasonable about us being put in command of this crusade. There's nothing reasonable about Dresden being the target of a crusade that we got put in command of. No, we are a complete X factor. Nobody knows anything about us. We don't even know anything about us, but the Queen knows nothing about us. We are this huge X factor that should never have been put in command of a crusade. And Dresden, the most ambitious possible goal of a crusade that we have no idea who's commanding it, is ridiculous. Like, the objective of this crusade should have been take a stroll 2 days down the river, and if you do that, it's a successful crusade. But no, this is not a reasonable goal, Regil. He stands ready to support us, though. Hell no! We don't need the likes of them. No, Sela, we'll take them. I could consider that an insult. They're much more like devils, Sela, not demons. Of course you never dealt with them. You're busy being in your hole. It's a deal. Sweet. We're not actually taking him with us right now, though. We're keeping our party. I think it would be interesting and ironic to spec him as a tower shield specialist, wouldn't it? Little gnome as a tower shield specialist.
This is not possible.
We failed. Okay, we just take a crap ton of damage, but we still make it across. Excuse me. We're still alive. Praised be Sarenrae. I mean, I kind of want to push you over the edge. What are you doing here? Did you jump just to get away? Praise be Sarenrae my ass. Ring of Protection +2, baby. Armor from the time of the First Crusade. It's holding a skeleton of a child with strange proportions and animal paws instead of its right arm and leg.
That is not far.
Ooh. I mean, okay. So a Ring of Protection +2. I already have one on Camellia, so I guess this next one is going to go to Darren. And then after him we got Lan, who needs a Ring of Protection. Excellent. Couldn't possibly have gone better. Now, if only they showed the exit to this place on the map. Okay, so what's next? I guess next is Nenio's stuff, right? We'll go to this area exit here, and I think, I don't recall there being battle there. No, maybe there is battle. Maybe there's a couple battles in the Nameless Ruins. I might just be stupid. It's conceivable that there are a couple battles there. I should be able to take this army out as well. This army is a little much for us at the moment, though, pilgrims. Also, Hell Knights. So, Rangers. Bye-bye. The Hell Knights are going to take over now. Hell Knights are an awesome, very tanky unit. I do like them quite a bit. But once again, your archers and marksmen are what are going to do most of the damage for you. He does not have a level up, thank goodness. Would have sucked if he had a level up and I could have been leveled up to face those gargoyles. But I never lost anything with the gargoyles, so I'm not that concerned. Nameless Ruins time. Oh, I'm fatigued. Okay, we're going to be resting before we get there anyway. Everybody is fatigued. Cool. Let's do a save just to make sure nothing crashes during the rest. And yeah, looks good. And it's our first rest, so no corruption yet. Surely Canobris has felt like a prison to you as well. A nobleman of your caliber stuck in such a shabby little place. So she's speaking to Darren then? Perhaps it was fate that kept me there, so I could one day meet you, Lady Camellia. Aw, what a charmer. Get away from my Camellia or I'll cut your head off with magic. And stash it in somebody's inventory. Oh, did I say that? Ugh, never you mind. All right.
I'll go ahead.
It's weird having snow on the ground. I feel like... Was there snow on the ground last time I did this map?
We are the light. They are the darkness.
Ghouls? Die, ghouls!
No glory without risk!
Right, this is turn 1. And it's a sneak attack turn. Somehow, they ran up towards me and I'm getting a sneak attack on them. Which means I have to charge in if I want to attack them. Nice.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Damn. You probably... Oh, you do have a charge. Wow. Of course you missed, though.
A calculated risk.
I love that cleaving shot sometimes. Especially on Sela. It's really good on Sela because she can shoot 3 times right now, and if she happens to kill things multiple times, she gets tons of cleaves.
Take you!
You won't survive me.
Ooh, he's... Oh, okay, he's not. Lan had 2 attacks. If Lan only had 1 attack, that guy was going to get to act. And we can't let a ghoul act. Why would we ever let ghouls act? We'll take that cave a little later. So you'll notice on this map that there are clues. I don't know where they are exactly. I thought we would have passed one by now.
I know the way.
There are clues on various places on this map to a puzzle on it.
Well, hello there.
Cool.
Let me draw the first blood.
Hi, gargoyles. There isn't one, like, ambushing us from behind? No? Sweet. We could probably use our I don't think we've used our mutagen once in this entire playthrough, guys. 10-minute mutagens, I'm always skeptical about because you get the one of them and it's 10 minutes, and I'm like, but what if we get to a real fight where I actually want to use it?
Mind over muscle.
Nice.
This should do it.
Nicer. Unfortunately, this guy is going to get to act. But he misses. Camellia.
You are today's sacrifice.
Damn. Take 5 and shoot.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Not bad at all. Where are the clues? I swear I should be seeing them by now. There's little diagrams on things that are supposed to indicate how you're supposed to activate a switch puzzle on this map.
Time's not waiting. No mistakes.
Yet another obstacle.
I missed the plagued bear. Holy crap. AC 16 flat-footed. That is really not good. I wanted to damage this bear. Oh, well. Mythic Charge just took it out, no problem. There's apparently something else bad, though. Hi there, let me just pass the turn. Other bad things show up on my initiative tracker. There you are. Another plagued bear. Can you take 5 away from it? Yes.
You're irrelevant.
She literally can't hit the broadside of a bear.
No glory.
Neither can
without
Sela.
risk.
Still, my party is much more powerful after respecking than they were in session
finished.
like 1 and 2, so I shouldn't criticize them. They are capable of standing toe-to-toe with our main character now.
Can't hide from me.
Yeah.
Follow my lead.
Good job. That could have been extremely bad.
Trivial matter.
Here we go. That's one of the hints right there.
As it should be.
I mean, we are probably going to solve this puzzle through the magic of perception check failed. Guys, when the DM asks you to roll perception and then just goes, okay. Yeah, cool. Thanks. Always be cautious.
That is not far.
I am probably going to solve this puzzle through the magic of cheating, but right here. The solution for it is on the map. You just have to find all of those hints. But we're not going to attempt to solve it right now anyway.
I'll
We're
go
going
ahead.
downstairs first. Ghoul corpses. It's as if they simply laid down on their own accord. No. No, ghouls don't just lay down
I
on
know
their
the
own
way.
accord. I wanna Army of Darkness this. Like, where's Ash? I need somebody to go, it's a trap. Get an axe. Yeah, ghouls don't just lie down on themselves.
Follow my lead.
The absence of an answer is an answer too. I am the answer, but what is the question? The absence of an answer is an answer to... Okay, thank you, strangers. They're so ancient that it's impossible to tell which civilization was responsible for their construction. Because we just wouldn't be special enough if there wasn't special ancient ruins here as well. I am the answer, but what is the question? The absence of an answer is an answer too. Hey, wait, where are you going? Spontaneous dematerialization is unscientific. And then she touches the statue, because when science is in doubt, touch the thing. And we do it too, because we're, like, effed in the H, apparently. Who are you? What about you? The question was asked and it will be answered. I'm not going to answer. You'll answer. One way or another, today or in a billion years, the emptiness is patient. It can wait. I don't want to say I am Lort. When somebody asks you, who are you? They're not asking you, what is your name? They're asking you, who are you? Fine. The name you uttered, that seems so powerful and proud, rings through the emptiness. Then the silence comes, bleak and oppressive. The emptiness still awaits your answer. I am Groot. Do you want to say your name? But what is it? Just a set of sounds. Who decided who you are? Your parents? Yourself? Someone else? A name is just a label you take voluntarily. What happens if you tear this label off? What hides behind the name Lort? Behold the truth. Open yourself to knowledge. Reveal thyself.
I am Nenio. Nenio. You hear me? You voice from nowhere or whatever you are?
Things are a little bit different, aren't they, Nenio? When Nenio used to be, you now see an unfamiliar kitsune curled up tight on the ground.
What's going on here? Nenio, is that you?
You are a
It
kitsune.
appears your observation is correct. I am a kitsune. If my hypothesis is correct, and the probability of that is close to 100%, I have always been a kitsune, but at some point I decided to forget that piece of knowledge. Following this line of reasoning, it would seem the fact of my membership of a certain race just doesn't seem relevant to me.
Doesn't seem relevant to you, or seemed too relevant and you had to suppress it.
Also, there is a more important question. Why did my true identity reveal itself in this precise moment?
I found myself in emptiness and a voice asked me questions.
I suppose it was a trap that yanked our minds out of our plane and temporarily transferred us to another one. I wish I knew which plane. By the way, did you know that the most efficient way to disarm a corridor's worth of magical traps is with the help of a scientist who has been told that the formula for an elixir of the ancient races lies hidden at the end of said booby-trapped corridor?
And my last doubt is dispelled. It truly is her.
Whose voice do you think
I
it
haven't the
was?
slightest idea. But it is most definitely an extremely wise entity. Besides, the entity displayed no aggressive tendencies, which gives us hope that it can be reasoned with.
I always dislike this reasoning. The idea that if you are not aggressive, you can be reasoned with. The idea that if you come in peace, you are intellectual. The idea that, you know, you're inherently peaceful, that you're somebody that you can get along with and stuff like that. That doesn't follow with either deduction or inference. It doesn't follow deductively at all, and you can't argue that it does. And it doesn't follow with inference because most of the time it doesn't work that way. Therefore, why should it work that way this time, right?
The voice in the emptiness asked me, and judging by your reaction, you too, who I am. And merely stating my name failed to satisfy it. The trap then forced me to assume my true form, which I had completely forgotten about.
That's something that we always talk about when we talk about the notion of meeting extraterrestrial intelligent life. That if they're, you know, peaceful, they're reasonable, or the fact that, you know, if we meet them, it's probably because they have similar abilities to go into space as we do, because we're not going to meet them on their planet on their terms, kind of thing. And the question always comes up that if they're technologically advanced like we are, then they must be reasonable as well. And there is no logical connection to that conclusion. It's just bad.
I suppose this trap wasn't a trap per se. It rather was a closed portal leading to some hidden place that can easily unveil secrets and reveal the truth. The one who spoke to us seemed to solve me like a riddle, in an instant, just by looking at me. I would like to meet this entity. Can you imagine which secrets it can unravel? I want to speak to it, and you, my follower, must help me.
I mean, it didn't work out very well for Sarek in Star Trek V, so... No. Wait, no, not Sarek. Damn it, what was his name? Damn it! Holy crap. This is gonna burn a hole into my soul forever. Anyway, it didn't work out very well in Star Trek V, or that Futurama episode where they sort of parodied Star Trek V.
So, a stranger is capable of uncovering all your secrets with a single glance? I wouldn't wish to meet such a person. I wouldn't appreciate such a blatant invasion of my privacy.
Camellia, I want to uncover all of your secrets with a single glance. I will accept you for the chaotic, evil, murdering cannibal you are, baby.
But how can you get there? If there is a door, there must be a way to open it. If there's a lock, there must be a key to it. There is an inscription here, right on the statue. I am the void and the emptiness. I am the starting point. I am infinite. Tear my mask off and let it fall at my feet. I don't understand this at all. How thrilling.
Exceptional. Sounds like a riddle.
It does. It really does. I love riddles and puzzles.
I really do like how Nenio gets excited about things. Nenio is so often just like, I don't care. I don't give a shit. Just take me where I want to go. But when she gets excited about things, I gotta support that. How do we solve it?
Each of them is inscribed with a riddle, and each demands that something be placed at its feet. I guess we need some items that represent the answers to these riddles, but don't ask me where we should look for them.
No, these guys aren't going to tell me where they are. Why would they want to talk to us? No. Okay, yeah.
With deepest regret, I have to admit that you are right. It's highly unlikely that we'll be able to solve this riddle right here and now. We'll have to temporarily withdraw so we can return when we're armed and ready.
Armed, all right. Okay, so we need to find the things that we need to place here. They are scattered throughout the world, and we will find them over the course of our adventures. But for now, we're basically done with this section of the area, at least. Utterly unremarkable. Inexplicable presence here among the ruins and woodland. I am the void and the emptiness. I am the starting point. I am infinite. Tear my mask off and let it fall at my feet. I am the impetus to act. I am reason for torture and a cause for insomnia. Tear my mask off and let it fall at my feet. I am the unknown. I scare cowards, but reveal my secrets to the brave. Tear my mask off and let it fall at my feet. I am the end of the road. I am superiority. I am loneliness. Tear my mask off and let it fall at my feet. Cool. So, we have a puzzle to solve that I think we are going to handle through the magic of just effing cheating, because it's just a press the things in the right order puzzle. But before we get there, what the hell did we find? Let's go check this loot out real quick. Nice. And where the hell is this? It's right here. Sweet. So, let's just take a real quick peek here. Nameless Ruins puzzle. Okay. So the order we want to take this guy in is... the ring first. And then the inner ring. And then this line. And then this line.
I'll go ahead.
And if you're looking for the in-world way to solve that, it's, like I said, those diagrams you see around the map, they show what you need to press. And then you get the order that you need to press them in. Just try them, and you'll get it. It's only 4 things.
I know the way.
And this gives us a phylactery, which is what I've been waiting for a while. And it's not a lesser phylactery. It is a phylactery of positive channeling, like the regular full-on one. And I just put the wisdom headband on like a moment ago as well, right? But that's okay, phylactery time. These look particularly ridiculous on oracles. Maybe not Darren, because Darren has a special model. But like a mercenary oracle or the player character oracle looks absolutely ridiculous because they've got this ridiculous headdress and all kinds of crazy nonsense on. Okay, we got a cave to go to, ladies and gents. Because this map is the map that just keeps on giving. It's like herpes. Let's do a save and let's take a look. Dun dun dun.
As it should be.
Ramek! Good to have you. I'm not gonna lie, I'm slightly concerned that,
That is not far.
Jack may or may not have made it safely to his destination today for the end of his like 4th day of travel or whatever. But it's good to see you, Ramek.
What a find! Let's try.
Did we find trouble?
Way.
47 damage,
they
still
did.
alive. Only half of its health. Ooh, this one's a toughie.
Into the fray!
God, I need to get used to Nenya's portrait now. I'm used to this portrait. I've seen this portrait more than the human one, but I gotta get used to Nenya's portrait now.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Yeah, I'm not charging in there. Not happening. I'll kill it with archers.
This hurt.
There's another one? Where's the other one? Any more books or severed heads? No new severed heads. I think we did pick up a couple books, but not in my inventory right now. I think we picked up a couple at a different location. but I might be wrong. Oh, it's a ghoul. A Ghoul Hunter.
A calculated risk.
Oh. You can do better than that.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
We only get the one shot because I had to move to attack him.
You should have listened to reason.
Man. Okay, Lan. Lan, booby, baby. Start walking around. Wow! This guy can hit!
This should do it.
46 damage doesn't kill him. But we got 2 shots this turn. 3 shots.
Take you.
There we go.
I know what to do.
Let's disable some traps. Ooh. There we go.
A trivial matter.
I mentioned a lot earlier on. I made before I started streaming today. I made a video that's gonna go on YouTube that sort of overviews the Rowdy Rogue class, just because I've been having some fun with it.
Trivial.
The scattered remains are sickening to look upon. The ghouls clearly ate their fill. Fortunately, they were not interested in the jewelry left on the bodies. Ring of Protection +2. We got another +2 Ring of Protection, guys. That's my third +2 Ring of Protection, and I've got 2 of them very, very much back to back here. So Camelia's got one, and so does Darren. So that's Lan's +2 Ring of Protection then. And then I guess I should probably be wearing one, but do I want the Storyteller's Ring? Luck bonus on saving throws against fire. So here's the thing about the Ring of Protection in Pathfinder. It's only a bonus to AC. It's not like the Ring of Protection in 5e, where it's a bonus to AC and a bonus to saving throws. Do I want the saving throws to fire-based effects? Or do I want to not fucking die? I'm gonna go with the not fucking die part. And we'll give fire effects to somebody who, you know, could just maybe use it. Do I want to become famous? Oh, of course I do. Guys, we have a spammer. We have a spammer in chat. Oh, I feel so good. Oh, doesn't it just make you feel great when you get spammers in chat?
I'm always open to ideas.
It's like I'm worth somebody sending a spammer to. Although it's all bots, let's face it.
I'll go ahead.
Masterwork composite longbow. I mean, it's worth money. And money is... Oh, baby. So I have a vast intelligence already. It's on Nenio. Camellia has a charisma. So here's the thing. She's a scaled fist, so she gets her charisma bonus to her AC. She is a sword saint, so she gets her intelligence bonus to her AC as well, but she only gets intelligence up to the number of levels she has in sword saint or duelist. Both, if we have duelist and sword saint, in fact. So she can only get 1 intelligence bonus to her AC. So I already have +3 int. Putting the int on would not help her right now until I get more sword saint levels. But the intelligence is better for her than the charisma because she gets more, like it's her Magus spellcasting stat. So we probably want to give this to her, just not yet. And this is a Cloak of Cleansing. It's a +2 cloak, grants the wearer +2 bonus on saving throws against compulsion and disease effects. Yes, this map that we're on right now, Nenio discovered the fact that she's actually a kitsune. She intentionally forgot it for some reason that is unannounced to us or her. She does not know why she forgot it, but an entity that we encountered in a pillar on this map revealed to, well, it restored part of her memories that she chose to forget, including the fact that she's a kitsune. So I like this color, but this is a +2 cloak too. And it looks nice as well. What about us? What are we wearing? We're wearing the disguise. That's the stealth skill checks. I mean, I do want the stealth skill checks. This is the +1. This is the +3 resistance on will saving throws. Tell you what. You can have, like, the proper cloak then. And we'll give will saving throws to nobody, really. I'd rather have a cloak of resistance +1. Yeah, okay, we'll keep that then. I hope I just put Radiance in the chest and I didn't sell Radiance. Although selling Radiance would be interesting. I was carrying it around because when I get to Dresden I need to have it in my inventory, but I hope I just put it in the chest. You like her better? Yeah. That is a choice.
Are we ready to move out?
She can, of course, since she is a kitsune, transform back. Like, she can become a human again. She can look like whatever she wants to look like. %.
A trivial matter.
My only gripe about it is that the transformation like happens in this really weird, awkward way. Whereas I think it'd be nice if it was like a spell effect where it like shoo and she phases into it or whatever. It happens in a very glitchy way where they just sort of replace the model on the screen. It doesn't look nice. Whimsical berries. A merchant would pay well for it. You know what we haven't seen in a long time, guys? The skeleton. I think we only saw the skeleton once. Normally I see the skeleton every like 2 feet that I walk on the map. And I don't know why. Like, what actually triggers a skeleton? Is it if you have a certain amount of money? Is it just seeing them on the map? Is it random? Like, because I haven't seen him in a long time. Watch, I say that and we're going to run into him twice now, probably. Kitsune is a really interesting class, or a really interesting race, and I'm glad they added it to this game. It adds a very welcome set of stats and sort of fills a nice hole that you used to have to fill with like Tiefling. But even then, Tiefling was a bonus. Like, it was an extra race in DLC in Kingmaker. So you never had that. So you had to use ASMR. And they're not that great at the roles that Tieflings and Kitsune are good at. And Dampiers now as well for strength-based roles are really cool. And again, ASMR not that great at strength-based roles either. I think there's only one ASMR that has strength, right? Something like that. So we need to solve that riddle, but before we can solve it, we need to get access to a number of things. Oh, my army has full movement. Well, if my army has full movement, why don't we go crush this army, shall we? No Hell Knights available. Unfortunate. Yeah, we fought an army of gargoyles today, Ramek. We saved the Hell Knights. We went to Chili Creek or whatever that is. You didn't get notified. Oh, well, on the bright side, at least you didn't like have a car accident. I was saying we haven't seen Jack yet, and I really hope that Jack managed to stop for the night nicely and isn't still on the road. I accidentally delayed the turn of my archer. So My archer's not going to act until the end of the turn now. I keep my hand on the WASD keys, and the W key actually delays your turn until the end of round here. You can't pan this map around. So 12 to 37, 12 to 30, 0, 0, 0. So we're not going to take out any of these, but we can do some serious damage to these guys. Let's do it. Holy crap! 1,654 damage. I was not expecting to... Guys. We just rolled 489 d6s. Can you imagine this in a tabletop module? Oh, hey, yeah, your general uses a firebolt. You need to roll 489 d6 damage, please. That's gotta be a bug, right? Like, firebolts used to kill like 1 to 4 of these dudes. They didn't have a chance at killing 37 of them. And that's when you had like extra spell power and all that, and you were using a mage caster. They used to kill like 1 to 4 dudes. They never used to kill an entire squad like that. Brimeracks, though. I'd really like those Brimeracks to not be alive. Damn, son. Finish 6-hour leg of the journey without totaling your car. Excellent. So this is what, day 4 out of the way? You've got like 4 more days? Or am I totally wrong about the math on that? Let's start killing Brimeracks. You can heal those guys, sure. They're not really filling my infirmary yet, so we got lots of space left. 5, that's a nice hit. The Hell Knights can finish it. Yeah, good luck getting through my Hell Knights. They're knights from hell. Probably should have shot one of these Brimeracks instead. Hey, there we go. I'll just do it now. Yep, that's not what I wanted to see. You're day 4 of 8. I can't shoot them. They're Brimeracks. Firebolting them is going to do nothing, so... Really, the best thing I can do is just hitting them with archers, but... We're going to wait at least one more turn on that. You can move in, though. Because this guy's not going to be able to get on my archer in one turn. Which means you can move in, too. Oh, he might be able to get on my archer now. No, never mind. It's fine. It's fine. We'll be okay. Our infirmary is fine. We got lots of space still. So I can finish this without healing. But why not? Crap, I should have done the Hell Knights. Why did I do them? I'm an idiot. Alright, battle successful. We have still yet to take an actual loss. We've replenished everything or healed everything that we've gone into battle with. Which is one of the keys to this game. You do not want to take losses. Material points and energy points. Cool. So this army is pretty tough. We're a 5 strength army. They're a 7 strength army. We probably don't want to tango with them just yet. I do want some more levels from a dude, though. So fighting over here would be nice. This demon army. That's the flies, yeah. And there's a relic here, so taking that out would be cool. Armies up here. More armies all the way up here. We got lots of armies to deal with. I think our party probably just wants to move up, though. Let's have Crusader Army 2 move to the camp. Just so it's out of my way. And Crusader Army 3, just these shield bearers, they can just sit here for the time being. I want to move you across, and I want to take this army on. These elementals. And then maybe the flies as well. It's okay to have your armies go back and forth on the map. Like, it's not that critical that they really spend their time super duper efficiently. And I do recommend limiting yourself. Like, don't have like 6 or 7 different armies on the map with different generals, because you want your generals to get experience. If you can play it out cleverly so you can fight off demon invasions in the future chapters with just one army even, then that is significantly more optimal than having a bunch of them. There is someone on the road, but not a merchant. It doesn't say there's a merchant on the road. You were within 5 miles of running out of fuel, though. You weren't paying attention to the gauge. Damn. Yeah, I know the experience. Hi, Mr.
Follow
Demon.
my lead. Ready for anything?
Yeah, patrol back. It's okay. Come on.
Let's
have some fun.
43 sneak attack damage. Well, not 43 sneak attack damage. 43 damage with 11 sneak attack damage. Cool. Nenio, finish him off.
Irrelevant.
Damn. Almost finished him off, not quite. You not being able to attack here is bad. Oh, they're surprised. No big deal. Getting closer.
No glory without risk.
Yeah, just getting closer. They're surprised. You'll still get to act. Take the shot.
Will hurt.
Things are starting to survive some of these first rounds now.
Mind over muscle.
I'm not saying that we're not doing enough damage. We're doing significant damage to them, but there are things that are actually starting to survive the first round of combat against us. Come to my camp if you want to talk. I have much to share with you. A friend. New location, Inconspicuous Camp. You don't say, sir. You don't say. So let's scout around this map a little bit. See what might be on it. This poses itself as a random encounter, but this is not a random encounter. Like, this is a scripted encounter that just happened to come to us randomly. And these scripted maps do have stuff on them.
That is not far.
So it is worth investigating them all.
I'll go ahead.
Alright, so where's the Inconspicuous Campsite? I mean, I know where the Inconspicuous Campsite is, but where's the Inconspicuous Campsite? All the way up there, you say? I mean, I'm sort of en route in that direction already anyway, so... Underground hideout. And we're getting close to Heaven's Edge as well. I think it's time we advance the camp forward. So let's hit this army, get the reward, hopefully not lose any troops, and then we'll advance the camp forward to the next fortress as well. Leper's Smile just snuck up right on us, guys. Okay. Okay, never mind. I didn't realize we were already at Leper's Smile. Okay. I mean, we got time, so let's do this. I'm rested. My spells are fine. Okay. Danger and distress rest heavy on the scales, their measure soaring in the dangerous march to Dresden. The army moves steadily along the bank of the West Sullen, scarred with canyons and ravines. Suddenly, a group of scouts returns. Anevia, the leader of the group, makes 2 urgent signs to the soldiers. Wait and quiet. She dashes through the ranks to the commander, who awaits her report. We're in trouble, the girl whispers. The road ahead is split by a canyon. To get to Dresden, we'll have to go down and then up the other side. But the canyon is swarming with foul creatures. Vescivores. A real pain in the neck. They won't shy away from our soldiers' weapons, and they've already managed to gobble someone up. Looked like a caravan of refugees from Canabras that lost its way. No one has ever reported Vescivores so far from the center of the world wound. Where'd they come from? Lepers can smile sometimes. It might result in flesh falling off their face, but yes, they can smile sometimes. So Vescivores are nasty. Think of it like the swarm that walks. Think of it like a giant swarm of locusts that are just going to rip your people to pieces. Think of it like piranhas that can just devour your entire army down to its bones. They haven't noticed us, but that won't last for long. What else is known about the enemy? Nasty little critters can ruin your gear and drive you nuts with their buzzing. They got a queen, the mother of the whole swarm. She's a right whore, but if we kill her, the bulk of the swarm will scatter. Okay, sounds cool. Let's convene a council. The commander and his companions convene a field council. The army cannot march around the obstacle, for there is no other road. Retreat is far too risky should the swarm notice the army and catch it out in the open. No one would survive. None of the words trap, but fear hangs in the air. Okay. We have to do something, in other words. We have to get past this. We have to advance. We have to move on. We need to determine a way to do so. Killing the queen sounds like the most logical thing. Irabeth states, I am an officer best suited for the mission. But in truth, she means, I cannot burden another with my responsibility. Nura says, send me. See, this is suspicious. Nura is a historian, and she's like, send me. This is just the sort of situation where ingenuity and knowledge of the enemy would be more useful than swords and armor. And we're interpreting that as, I need to prove myself. No, it's not I need to prove myself. It's I need to F you guys over because I'm a terrible person. The commander thinks that he should look into the face of his companions. The Hell Knight Regil steps forward. My people will fight to the last, even as a swarm tears through our armor and strips the flesh from our bones. And his motives are plain. My superiority over the Crusaders will not permit me to cower behind them. Lan, sacrifice me or give me a chance to prove myself. I like it. Sociel speaks plainly. You know, he just says, the ones who distract the swarm will need a healer. He has no secrets behind what he says. And the rest remain silent, filled with a chorus of, there are others better suited, and the commander needs me alive. That's right, Camellia, I need you alive. I don't know if I want to send Nura on this guy. Like, Nura kind of wants to fuck us over. Screw it, let's send Nura. Here's what we'll do. We'll approach the precipice stomping and banging on our swords against our shields. We'll get the swarm's attention as quickly as possible. I hope I don't lose a lot of soldiers for doing this. For sending Nura in. Or a lot of morale for sending Nura in. If only she could die here. Scatter. So Nura is swift and dodges and all kinds of cool stuff. Sweet. So we get an opportunity to get in there. They make a distraction for us. We have an opportunity to hit the queen. So this map, the way this map works, the more time you spend on this map and the more things you do on this map, the worse the situation gets for you. We are going to lose morale in our army for doing this. We might even potentially lose troops in our army for doing this. But if we go places and we like save caravan members and do stupid things and loot stuff, we could potentially lose more morale and more men. If we get to the queen and kill the queen, then we lose less morale, but all the stuff that's on this map will get devoured and will go away. There is, however, another map underneath this map, like the caves below it, and that we are going to go to because there's a lot of cool stuff down there. Commander! It's on the other side of the main corridor, okay. Apparently a canyon has a corridor. But there are some bodies down the holes. They have valuable stuff on them. She doesn't know anything about them. Are you sure a maiden can tell you apart from a demon? Nice. Let's move. We're not going to waste any time here. We're going to go basically straight for the queen.
I am prepared.
Let's prove their logic is lacking.
There are a number of swarms on the map as well. Can I charge this swarm? No.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
It's almost down. I just need to hit it once more
You should
good.
have listened to reason.
There we go. Nope, not even gonna loot you. Not even gonna loot you. Screw it. Don't care about loot.
I know the way.
What I care about is
No
vaporizing
mistakes.
this Royal
I
Guard.
refuse to accept their statement.
My mouth is agape. My mouth is agape. 121 damage? Really? Critical. 3d8 plus 8 times 3, 79 piercing, 66, 30. Three d6, 12. Wow. That's a hit. That is a hit, ladies and gentlemen.
The light take you.
Nenio, can you finish him off?
You're irrelevant.
Oh, almost. You were so close to making it irrelevant, Nenio.
Go for their hearts.
Follow my lead.
Yeah. Go for their bug hearts. I'm sure that's going to work out well for you. Nope. Screw the nature check. Screw the guy stuck in the crevice. It seems to be howling as if alive. You know what? Let's look into the crevice. We stare into the darkness of the void and make out what the sound is. There's a body down there. There's somebody alive. Do we try and get the caravaner out? Hell no! We keep going. We're going to the queen. I don't think I even need a bless here, really, guys.
I'll watch your back. What's on your mind?
Damn it, Camellia. Yeah, I don't think I really even need a bless here, but I'll do it. Because I got a bunch of blesses.
Focus on the goal. A calculated risk.
Save the last one for me.
49 sneak attack against the queen. And she's still got quite a bit of HP left.
Endure this!
But she is going down, so that's good.
Into the fray.
Rapidly.
I'll remove this obstacle.
And Inevia shows up to help us out because apparently she feels we need her help.
This should do it.
when I have the queen, like, she's gonna get the kill too. Oh, okay, she missed. Thank goodness she missed, because she was gonna get this kill.
Make every strike count.
So, if you want to take the Swarm That Walks mythic path, Nenio can hit and do damage now. Yes, she has, she's had the longbow for a while, and she's had rapid shot, right? But, the problem was that since she only has 0 strength bonus, she could potentially roll a 1 and do 1 on damage, right? But does she have deadly aim now? If she has deadly aim, that's going to add to her damage. If you want to take the Swarm That Walks mythic path, you want to save this corpse. You do not want to burn this corpse. You want the queen. Ugh. I can't breathe. I need fresh air. Sorry, we're going deeper into this disgusting hole. Have the fumes gone to your head count? Look at those delicious acid glands. Ugh. Just a brainless bug. Starship Troopers, just ever so slight hint of Starship Troopers. And here we go. We got the perception check. Her nostrils flare. She squats, pokes some lumps of slimy substance. You smell it too, right? A suspiciously familiar stink. I bet my life that your gear had this nasty stench when you entered the canyon. I saw the queen bug spraying it around to summon her spawn to her. Can I find it amongst my equipment? Yes, I had a perfumed handkerchief. Somebody stashed a perfumed handkerchief on me that was a pheromone for this queen to get her bugs to attack me. The demons did this. No, I have enemies in Mendev and someone has decided to get rid of me. It's time we get back to our people. Yeah, no, you can get rid of the body. And speak of the devil, you know, who could possibly have planted the perfume on us? Who could possibly be a traitorous little ass fart in our army? Nura? What a relief I'm alive. I couldn't let my people die while I was looting corpses, no. Yeah, I'm ready to sacrifice loot for a chance to kill a huge disgusting bug. There's a magic circle on the ground. Summoning circle? We've seen stuff like that before. Usually inked in blood, though. She's no mage. It was a portal to the abyss. Excellent. It summoned somebody. Cool. Probably the queen. Okay. Looks like this spellcaster is afraid of us and dares not fight us openly. Of course he's afraid. Nura. I just want to gut you. Well, since we finish off the swarm and we know someone is giving us trouble, I suggest we get out of here. I'm done with bugs. Nope. Sorry. I'm not getting out of here. I'm going downstairs. A magical composite short bow. Let's just take a quick peek at that. So that is enhancement +3. That's not bad. Composite bleed. And a stacking -1 penalty to AC. That is a nice support crossbow, or not crossbow, composite short bow. Problem is, short bows do 1d6 and longbows do 1d8, and short bows have a range of 40 feet and longbows have a range of 50 feet. So, yeah. There's also not that many great short bows in the game, and there's a crap ton of good longbows in this game. So that's why I have 3 longbow users. Interestingly enough, though, I have a level. So before we go downstairs, let's take our level. I'm already level 7? Really? We're rapidly approaching level 11, guys. And then we could multi-class, potentially, with this character. Okay. That's athletics, mobility, trickery, and stealth. Also, perception. And for our feat, we took ourselves stealth skill focus and trickery skill focus. This is trickery skill focus right here, I'm pretty sure. It's not showing it. But if we look at our skills, we very clearly have skill focus trickery. And this is a sneak attack level, guys. Sweet. That means we're going to get an extra 3d6. 1 for our sneak attack and 2 for our vital force. So not rapid shot. Alertness is perception. I mean, we do focus on perception, but it feels weird not needing to take all of the usual archer feats. I feel like I have more feats available. Like, we could take fast learner. Do you know how ridiculous that is? Like, I actually feel like we could take fast learner and it wouldn't be a waste of a feat. Or toughness, yeah. If I did take fast learner, what would I make Lort good at? I get what? Arcana. I could do Arcana, and then I could take the Trickster Arcana stuff. But I have somebody else who's going to identify items, so I don't know. We could do Persuasion and take the Trickster Persuasion stuff, which basically makes your enemies commit suicide when you engage them in battle. That's always nice. It's fun. I feel like it's not necessary, though, is it? Deceitful is Persuasion and Trickery. Deft Hands is Trickery and Use Magic Device. So I can still get more Trickery, even though it involves getting other skills as well. It's probably worth it, right? Just absolutely everything that I can get that bonuses Trickery. Stealthy is Mobility and Stealth. That would actually be useful to me. We are going to have Deft Hands, ladies and gentlemen. Just because I don't need any other combat feats. Camellia. We're done with Sylvan Trickster now, yes? Yes, we are done with Sylvan Trickster. No more Sylvan Trickster levels. We're back to Sword Saint. So every level for Camellia from this point on is going to be significant for her power. It does mean she's going to get less skills now, though. So, her skills. If I ever go Duelist, she needs Mobility. We'll give her Athletics, too. Stealth. And Knowledge World or Perception? I'm actually tempted not even to give her Stealth. If we gave her Knowledge World, no, she has Dexterity. We're gonna give her Stealth. I guess Knowledge World. I have other people who focus more on Perception than her, This just gives her a bit of perception and a bit of use magic device in case she needs it, but she wants to be focusing on knowledge world. I think that's the correct play here. So we've got ourselves dodge and Eldori dueling mastery. What we're missing is, well, I need combat expertise, but I also need combat mobility if I intend to go duelist. And I haven't decided if I intend to go duelist yet. I can at least wait till level 9 to make that decision, I think. But, man. Okay. Not point blank, that doesn't make any sense at all. Arcane Strike is cool. I mean, if I'm not going to use my swift action to like buff my weapon, Arcane Strike is a way of getting more damage. You have to use your swift action to activate it, but it is a way of getting more damage. It takes up a feat, though. And especially if I need combat mobility to go duelist, I definitely want to have a feat of... Oh, Crane Wing! Never mind. Crane Wing is available. I'm absolutely taking Crane Wing. It's mandatory as soon as it's available. Level 1 spells don't matter. There's nothing else that's really worth taking here. Enlarge Person and Vanish. Why not? Cool. Darren, and actually that means that she now has spell strike, so she can cast a spell through her weapon now. So she can cast like Frigid Touch or whatever, or Shocking Grasp through her dueling sword attack, which is awesome. What the hell? We might have hit a bit of a glitch here, guys. I can't press next anymore. I might need to respec Darren just because I can't press next on his cleric. I can press it on like anything else. And he's not an atheist anymore. Like, I made him not atheist, so he should be able to press that. Can I, if for curiosity, can I go into War Priest? No, I can't go into War Priest. Paladin. Why can't I do Paladin? Oh, because he's evil, right. Needs one of those gods. What about Inquisitor? Where is Inquisitor? Can I go into that? That needs a religion as well. You can't be atheist and be an Inquisitor. Okay, but it doesn't... I'm not an atheist. It's just not letting me take any of the religious lines, even though he's not atheist. Guys, I might end up having to spec him back into an oracle. Something must have changed in the newest patch of the game. So we're not able to take any more Devilbane Priest at this point. So I might have to reevaluate Darren and his spec and what I'm going to do with him. Lovely. Or, you know, hack the game a bit and make that work. Anyway, Lan is going to be a two-handed fighter. Athletics, Knowledge World, and Perception. Thank you very much. And he gets... Oh, backswing at this level. Cool. And then a feat. I still don't want Cleave. I'm probably going to end up taking Cleave, but I so don't want to have to take Cleave. Does anybody else have Outflank yet? No. I was going to take it on my Devilbane Priest soon, but if that doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. No point being the first person with it when we could take something like Blind Fight or Armor Focus. Oh, I already have Heavy Armor Focus and Dodge. Never mind. So yeah, Blind Fight. You know what we need? Since I usually try and avoid toughness nowadays, but since he is not an armor user, he's like a frontline two-handed person, I am actually going to give him toughness. He's going to be my HP tank. Vital Strike. We could give him Vital Strike, ladies and gentlemen. But then he wouldn't be able to use his base attack bonus. Sela, you are a slayer. One girl in all the world born with the strength to fight the vampires. And this is a stealth level for you. Okay. Check this shit out. So I took improved precise shot at our last class, like our last archery combat type feat, because many shot is available to us now. Just as a regular feat. So we definitely want to take that. Snapshot has its values too, but not in like the current build. And Nenio, Vivisectionist, please. Arcana, World, Nature, Perception, use magic device. And you already have Deadly Aim, you've got Rapid Shot. You don't have the base attack bonus for Many Shot yet, so you're going to be a little while before you can get that. We could give you a... we can give you a magical tail. So Kitsune have access to this feat. That's a magical tail. It's usually not worth taking this feat on a Kitsune normally. Normally, you only want to take like this when you get it for free as the specific type that it's like the Nine-Tailed Fox or whatever. You just get them for free. It's a prestige class, I think, isn't it? Maybe not. Wizard? No, it can't be a wizard because she starts as a wizard. You're expected to spec her into it at some point. I don't remember what it is, but there's like a Nine-Tailed Fox that gets these feats for free. What would be good on her otherwise, though? We got lots of options available to us, but I'm thinking maybe we... Oh, no, we don't need Accomplished Sneak Attacker. Why is it recommending Accomplished Sneak Attacker? Oh, because I picked Shaman. Damn, that could have been bad. Vivisectionist. I'm like, she can't take advantage of Accomplished Sneak Attack. Why would it advise that? So I think what we go with here is probably Arcana focus, right? Down to skill focus, and we'll go with Knowledge Arcana. I want to be able to hit those really, really big things like inside of the inside of Dresden. I want to be able to hit like the tablets that disable the traps in the basement and all that kind of stuff. And those are like 30-something checks. So having access to high like Arcana and World and Nature and stuff like that on somebody is a pretty big deal to me. So we have access to Lay Poison Communal already. What we really need is Haste. Like, what we really need critically is Haste and See Invisibility Communal and Resist Energy Communal. But I only have one spell available to me right now, so that is totally Haste. Thank goodness we finally have access to it. Maybe occasionally Nenio is going to cast a spell now. Skill Focus Knowledge Arcana. Cool. And with that, she's going to be able to cast it 6 times because we have that mythic feat, or the mythic ability for it. I need to deal with whatever this situation is. I am not pleased with that. And you get another spell. I mean, now that you have Spell Strike, you might as well take Shock and Grasp, I guess. So you can at least cast that through your sword. Okay, well, it's 11:20, and I would have kept going a little bit further, but I'm getting close to the end of the night, and since it's close to the end of the night and I want to sort out what's going on with Darren, I think I'm going to call it quits here. Tomorrow, we're going to start off with heading down into this, the map that's below this map, basically, where we're going to get a lot of interesting things that are needed for the advanced mythic paths. So like the Gold Dragon mythic path, or actually the Wand for the Lich mythic path is down there as well. Like there's a lot of stuff down there. It's an important place to go. But I think for the time being, that's going to be it for the evening. Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. I have been Liz. There's going to be a YouTube video posted tomorrow that is sort of an overview of the Rowdy Rogue archetype, at least as used for an archer. Which, I mean, if you've been following this stream, you're going to be familiar with it all already, but, you know, whatever. It's only going to be like 8-9 minutes, something like that. Thank you for tuning in. I have been Liz. This has been Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, and I hope to see you all again tomorrow. Bye-bye.